Okay, we're going to look at how we do a regression question. A regression question. The story is here. There's a plant that's been given different grams of fertilizer, and the plant, after a week, different plants have grown to different heights. And so, if you had plant one given 3 grams of fertilizer growing to 12 centimeters, plant two being given 5 grams of fertilizer growing to 15, and so on, you get this table. Now, what you do is you take these values, you go to mode stat, and you press you get lots of different options. The one that says A plus BX, A plus BX, you go to that option, A plus BX, and this table will come up. All the X values, the first column, you fill in the numbers, all the Y values you fill in, and then you press AC. After you've done that, you go Shift Stat, Shift number one, and you'll come to this here. You'll have these 6 things to choose from. Well, you press the number 5 button for regression because we're doing the regression line in the first 2 questions. The first question was determine the correlation coefficient. That's R, and it's 0.995 to the nearest hundredth. It's 1, 0, 0. The coefficient tells you how strong the correlation is, how close your scatter plot how the points are all to one straight line. Now, the regression line itself, A is called the y-intercept, and all you do is clear it again, go Shift 1, and hit number 1, and out comes the number for A, 8.44. That's your answer. And then you need to find B, because it's A plus BX is our regression line. You just press number 2 and then press equals, and there's 1.27. Now you have the equation of the regression line. Okay, the next question actually asks you, I got a little bit wrong in the first time through. Use the regression equation to predict the height of a plant that gets 7 grams of fertilizer. Of a plant that gets 7 grams of fertilizer. So that's what I want you to think about. Of a plant that gets 7 grams of fertilizer. So that's what we're going to do. That's the question I wanted it to be. A plant that gets 7 grams of fertilizer. A plant that gets 7 grams of fertilizer. Okay, I'm going to change that a little bit later when we go to do it, when I send you the questions. Okay, for this last question, that's what I want the question to be. A plant that gets 7 grams of fertilizer. So all you do is you use your equation to predict things. And it's so easy. All you want to do is figure out what happens when X is 7, when X is 7 grams. So that's what you do. You put a 7 in for X. Well, put it into your calculator, 7 times 1.27 plus this. The answer is your prediction for the plant is it'll have a height of 17.33 centimeters. So that's how you use the regression line to predict the height of a plant that gets 7 grams of fertilizer. Well, that's the first video. Okay.